Hey everybody, welcome back to our quality management feature video series. This is our fifth and final video. My name is Devan Patterson. I'm a Business Central consultant with Sabre Limited. And today we're going to actually try and consume our O-rings on an assembly order for our mechanical seal, our finished good. In all of my previous videos, we set up the different quality tests, the quality inspection results, and what happens based on those results, our quality inspection templates, and our quality inspection generation rules. So when is that inspection created? In our most recent video, the inspection was created automatically based off of the purchase order receipt for an item with a category of CalRes for our O-rings. We actually completed the inspection, and the inspection actually failed for one of the measurements. So now I'm going to go to my active assembly order and see what happens when we try to consume those O-rings on an assembly order. All right. I'm going to go to my assembly orders. Here, got the order for my 6-inch mechanical seal. Now down here, my components, I have my 6-inch hub and sleeve. These two parts were actually produced through production orders. They have machine time. I want to track labor, material consumption down to the detail level, and I want to be able to schedule on my different CNC machines. That's why I produce these hubs and sleeves through production orders. And these also had their own inspections that I created through quality inspection templates, and my generation rules had the inspections automatically created based off of that final production order output. So basically when it's hitting inventory on that final QC step is when that inspection was generated. I'm saying the hub and the sleeve, they all passed, all the measurements, the visuals, everything's all good there. So I'm going to actually go down to my O-ring, and I know these O-rings are lot tracked, and I'm going to assign my most recent inspection or my most recent lot that I inspected that failed, and we're going to see what happens. So I'll go to item tracking lines. Let's select my most recent lot. Here I know my finished good, my 6-inch mechanical seal is also tracked. So I'm going to assign a serial number to this part. And put my serial number in. I'm going to go ahead and post. Okay, so now it's saying that the transaction was blocked because it's trying to pull from a batch that failed inspection for my O-rings. And I expected this to happen. This happened because of my quality inspection results, what I have set up there, which I also went over in my first or second video. But let me go ahead and show you why I was blocked. My quality inspection results. This is really important to have set up correctly, because if I didn't have this set up properly, I'd be able to consume those bad O-rings on this assembly order. So we see here, for anything that failed, we block sales, we block transfers. Maybe you wouldn't block transfers. Maybe you would want to transfer the bad ones into maybe an MRB or a QC location to separate your inventory. So that might be different based on your setup. We block production order consumption, and we block assembly consumption. This is why I got that error, because we can't consume bad O-rings on our assembly orders. Let me go back, and I'm actually going to go into my quality inspections, and I'm going to reopen, and I'm going to reinspect my O-rings, because we received in about 250 or 500 O-rings, and we only tested a sample size of 10. So I want to test the rest of those to see if they're good. I want to reinspect them. So I'm going to open up my most recent inspection. Yeah, so we had 250 with a sample size of 10. I'm going to create a reinspection. Open up this reinspection. It's just the inspection number with like a comma and a 1, and then a 2, then a 3. So if you have multiple inspections, that number will just keep going up. And in the quality management setup, there's an option to select the most recent inspection or reinspection. There's like 4 or 5 different options on which inspections to use. If you explore that and you're not sure really how it works, just reach out to me. We can go over it. Here I have my base quantity of 250. Now I'm just going to say sample size. We're going to inspect the remainder of those 240 because these O-rings are important. We need them for orders, so we're going to inspect the rest of them. Now I'm going to say these all look good, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my different measurements. You see on the right side they're updating as passed because they're within that passing range for these measurements. So my visual inspection, my O-ring material verification is all good, so everything's passed, everything's green. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out this reinspection. Okay, so everything passed now, and now I'm going to go ahead and go back into my item number. I just want to go to the item card and show you what it looks like now after that reinspection as far as the lots goes. So we're back in my item card. Go to my item tab, my trusty item availability by. I'm going to roll down here to lots. Now we see all three of these are passed. All my lots are passed. I reinspected this -04 lot and now it's passing. You also have under related, you have your quality inspections you can view here. But I'm just going to go back to my assembly order. Open it up. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and post. Okay, so my assembly order posted, all of my components were consumed. I did that reinspection, that quality inspection result passed, followed that lot, and I was able to actually consume it. If you're wondering what to do with any of those failed O-rings, you can reach out to me at some time. We can go over more details. In these video series, I'm really going over the setups to the generation rules all the way to the consumption and the behavior of the system depending on what these quality inspection results are. But if, there's obviously you can get into a lot more detail and you can go through the specific scenarios you have as far as quality goes. Okay, so we produced our 6-inch mechanical seal. I actually had a quality inspection template built out for that specific seal. It didn't show up because the assembly order disappears after you complete it. So I'm just going to go directly into my quality inspections. I can see my 6-inch mechanical seal here, pops up. I have all these details. I have my serial number that fills in here. Then I have my different quality tests that I built out for this mechanical seal. So we can go ahead, we can do our measurements, say everything passes, it's good to go. Once it passes, we're good to ship to the customer. I just wanted to show this to show you that the quality management features for more than just purchase order parts you receive in. It's for those assembly output and the production output and a few other areas in Business Central too. So we had this auto-generated based on those different generation rules. And yeah, that about covers the quality management feature from a basic to an intermediate standpoint in Business Central. That's going to be the final video of our series. So please, if you haven't seen the recent videos, the 1 through 4, go ahead and review those because that's where we went through really a lot of the setup to get us to where we're at now. We're actually receiving the O-rings and we're consuming them on an assembly order for a seal that also is inspected, which we're going to then sell to the customer. So please don't be afraid to like and subscribe to our channel for anything Business Central related. Also, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to us at sabrelimited.com or just reach out to myself. Thank you.